needed a break from the heat. It was getting really hot in the car, and now the wind is kicked up as the sun is behind the clouds. Also, the iPhone started to overheat, and the iPad. So it was a perfect storm of everything is too hot, take a break. So no big deal. So I took a little rest for a while, got some breeze walking around, and then let the devices cool down. So I found this road. It's called Logan's Ferry Road, and there's actually a bunch of cool stuff right off this road. Some things are actually on the road. So if you look up to the right, there's this big berm here with a fence around it. They turned this into like a little dog park here. But just over this hill was the famous little airfield where they land the helicopter to get some fuel. The one guy ends up shooting the kid zombies in the little airport office, and the one zombie steps up on crates and gets the top of his head cut off by the helicopter blades, which is a classic scene. So it was a really cool location for the movie, but also just a lot of people kept coming out here just to enjoy the scene because the helipad was here for a long time, and then the broken concrete or asphalt, whatever, was still there. The gas pump kind of cylindrical pipes that were cut off are still sticking out. The little lights on a little awning to provide light at night at the gas pumps was still kind of there for years, and the little office was even there for years. But most of the big hangars and stuff where the flyboy guy comes out and gets attacked and tackles that one really clumsily and hits it with a hammer and all that stuff. That was down the hill toward the end of the airfield where all the hangars are, and that those started to fall apart a long time ago because the field wasn't being used. So unfortunately, just on the right side of this view here, that berm right there behind that fence line is all brand new houses because last year they finally started doing something about the dead airfield. Unfortunately, for fans of the movie and fans of looking at this stuff. So I'm going to drive by there real quick so you can see the demise of the airfield. I already walked along that fence line up there in the dog park, walked behind the entire property through tall grass and stuff, and I went to as far back as the airfield ever could have been, and it's fully developed as a housing project now. This area called Maple Crest here, and some other stuff. So right over here on the right, where this big fence is, and all this dirt and other stuff sticking out, is where that stuff would have been. I'll just pull in here a little bit so you can see it. I can't go in here because it's a construction area. But this would have been a big grassy field with sloping down where it leveled out for the airfield. So it looks like they built it up, put all these houses in there, going all the way back to the back of the property where the actual control room was with all the checkerboard pattern on it, the typical airfield safety markings on the building, whatever it is. If you watch the movie, you can see the building in the distance. But anyway, so no building, no air, no gas pumps, no nothing, not even a trace this was ever an airfield. So if I'd come last year, I would have at least seen a piece of it. But it's, like people said, it's definitely toast. So goodbye airfield. But hey, shit happens, and if no one's using it, valuable land's going to get used. So it's a shock that it actually was the way it was for so long for people to come and enjoy. In fact, if you look on Google Earth and Google Maps and a few other things with aerial photography, it's still there, fully formed. So you can still enjoy what it used to look like. You just can't see it anymore. That's the last remnants of it. Another fun thing is down here, once this guy leaves here. Logan's Ferry is a pretty popular road. There's something real close behind me, but I don't want to ruin it yet. But it's real famous if you know the movie Dawn of the Dead, because it's an iconic building. But I'll go down here to Willow Hedge Drive, which is the court that was always here right by the airfield. And so people who came to the airfield probably never knew this was here. But it's funny, after the map I got from Alpha Romero told me about this and some other good stuff. And I noticed, oh man, this is right by the airfield. How many people never knew when they came to the airfield to check it out that this cool little building was right up here? And it's just a house. Some people live in it. got used for a film, and you only see it in the beginning of the film and maybe the end of the film, I guess, a little bit. But it's an iconic film, and because of the film, an iconic building. And what's cool is the owners actually, here's some people taking pictures in front of it. Some people, the owners actually, unlike some of these people who live in famous places, um, embraced what it is. So now I'm going to turn the car and reveal the house. And you probably will go, oh, it just looks like a house. Well, if you know the movie, it might stand out for you. And if you see the design, the little decoration in the window, which is actually there for to replicate what happened in the movie with the thing. This is the actual house from the movie Creepshow, 1982, where the kid is playing with the comic book, and all the stories start from there. He's got a little voodoo doll because his dad's an alcoholic asshole beating him up and stuff. So you see around the mailbox here, it says Creepshow, and they have a little flyer you can pick up to say thanks to the folks. He's doing a little prop the shot with the garbage can because that's where we find the Creepshow comic book. But I'm going to stop here real quick and get a little flyer from that thing, because it's nice that they not only tell you it's Creepshow House, but they're proud of it. Put the decoration in the window from the movie. So it's Halloween here all the time because they want to encourage people to be positive about it, not be like some a-holes that say stay away, get away, get away. It's like the famous Breaking Bad house in Albuquerque, and the woman there. You go on YouTube and look at the Breaking Bad house woman videos, and she's just livid about people coming by to check out the Breaking Bad house. But it's like, look, you let people use the house. It became an iconic house as well. People want to come see it, take pictures in front of it, all that shit. Calm down, but But then she got really mad because in protest, some people were throwing pizzas on top of it. If you know the show, you know what I'm talking about. And that, of course, got her pissed off because that's kind of a douchey thing to do, putting pizzas on top of the house to replicate that scene in the movie. So you couldn't even stand in front of the house anymore. You had to stand across the street, and she would still yell at you. So I'm going to get out of the car real quick just to get that flyer and get a better shot without the car window. They're posing for the shots there. Oh, they have a little thing you can read about it. It is Billy's house. A few fun facts. So, yeah, you can put in your little, you can sign the roster and everything. Next customer. Oh, they actually put that out there. You guys didn't bring that.
No, they brought it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, I saw. I drove by here earlier, and then my phone was overheating, so I had to come back. But yeah, it's Halloween all the time. And they have the actual. Oh, they have the prop thing in there too.
Yeah, so that's I guess you're getting the bag.
Oh, cool.
And then you want this one? This was in here. You want this one too?
Oh no, it's okay. It's just I didn't know what this was. It's just a little write-up thing where you can sign it.
Yeah, we just said, hey, thanks.
So,
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the fact that they put that in there. Someone, are you going to Living Dead weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is my first one to go to. Yeah. Somebody has the real comic there.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
So they added that right there. Is that right?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I thought it was more square.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Remember, there is that night shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the opening of the movie, pretty much, right? It's not really in the end of the movie, right?
I think you're right.
Yeah, because the trash can starts the shit with the trash can, and then the animation starts, and then, yeah. That's cool. Good stuff.
Well, at the end, is that when the garbage guys come at the end?
And the garbage guys come to pick up the Tom
so
Savini and the other guy.
What's Tom's
Yeah.
buddy? That was
Yeah.
his birthday with
Yeah.
the friend of his. started doing that.
Whenever this shot was taken,
So I don't have my. So I'm going to come back. It's cool they have the Creepshow replica of the comic though, from the movie, in the garbage can as well. When the father throws it out. So pretty cool. And I was just thinking it's so funny. So many people went to the airfield when it was still here, never knowing this was here probably because it's right here. I mean, yeah, it's fucked. It's all. You see the houses over there? It's gone. It's gone. It was here. It was remnants last year. So if I had come last year instead of this year for the first time, I would at least seen the little gas pump pieces. And,
Yeah, I came here in '93. I went to my
no way.
stuff one time. So I was here in '93, but I never. We just were there for the
Well,
night.
did you know the other thing down the building? You know the famous building down the road? Because this is Logan's Ferry. This is where they're drinking the Iron City beer with the rednecks and shooting, and the
Oh, is it?
National Guard is here. Go right down the road, you'll see the Red Barn House.
Okay, that's
The
the, one that you
the
can see from
iconic house.
helicopters that goes by.
And they're all partying in front of it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shooting zombies
I'm
and
a
stuff.
man.
Yeah, and singing the song, yeah.
I'm a
It's
man.
right down there. It's literally, you.
So
as soon
you
as you
just
turn
go
out here,
this way?
turn left, you'll go, oh, that's the fucking house right
Take a
there.
left. Oh,
It's
right on.
right there.
Hey, thanks.
So that's what's cool about this place is all the shit was right here. But I think most people only went to that. And probably didn't even look at the red house.
Yeah.
Because it's a cool looking house, but I mean, if you don't know the movie,
Right.
you just drive by, oh, it's another house that's quaint.
that would have been me.
Yeah, because there are a lot of quaint houses in this area. I've been driving through, I went to the Evans City Cemetery today for Night of the Living Dead. I went through Braddock, which is really depressing because of Martin. It was all shot in Braddock. It's fucking terrible. It's one of those steel towns that's still barely holding on, but it's full of poverty. Everything's falling apart. It's really, really, really depressing. And then I went to Evans City downtown, which is just a tiny little town, because the Crazies was shot there. Well, I have some friends in high places. They have YouTube channels more successful than mine. They know more about Romero stuff. And they compiled a giant Google map of all this shit. So all I had to do is load it on my iPad and put it in Google Earth, and I can just poke around and even see this stuff in 3D. I can find this house. It's a guy named Alpha Romero. Yeah, he's great.
That's a good name.
His real name's Michael, but he's Alpha Romero. He's a really good channel, and I discovered him just looking at Romero shit. But the guy who he had on the show recently, who's also got his own channel, WGON TV, because the TV station, he's doing the Dawn of the Dead Mall tours. He's the real expert.
Oh, Larry.
Larry.
Yeah.
And he's cool, so I can't wait to meet him because he's a really interesting guy.
Yeah, Larry, we know.
Oh, I also forgot, I went to the station too. The original WGON station is like
Okay,
a Fox
there it is.
affiliate, and I drove by there today as well. Yeah. That's it. So as soon as you turn out here,
Okay, take a left.
just look, it's right there.
Oh, it's right there.
It's fucking right there. Like just a little past this development. Go straight on the road and you'll see it right before it curves off.
Oh, cool.
So we need a drone.
Well, I have one, but I'm gonna probably come back. It's too windy today, and because I have a tiny little shitty one just for fun to travel with. But yeah, no, it's cool stuff. So it's nice to have, you know, I don't do autographs and I don't do photo ops and stuff like that. But it's fun to go to like movie sites. Do you ever watch Adam the Woo?
That's pretty much all I do. Is
Yeah. You know Adam the Woo? You watch this stuff? So he's fun because he also does like sneaks in a place he shouldn't.
Right.
He used to anyway.
And of course, he's got a great personality too.
He's fun,
there's
yeah.
so many people doing movie location videos for YouTube, and most of them are so dry and boring.
And it's to recap the same shit.
Adam's great at it.
He's great. And his one he did of Fort Myers for Day of the Dead was really good because he literally went up into some buildings and created exact camera angles of this town that no one's ever done. Because he's good at sneaking, you know, hiding, going through stuff, and no one's looking. I'm gonna go, you know.
Yeah.
He got busted at Disneyland a lot, sneaking around, and been kicked out of Disneyland a lot because he's a huge Disney fan.
He's the one that had to beg to come be let back.
Pretty much, but I mean
They trespassed him.
but he yeah, he's one of their best ambassadors, so they know they had to give him back because he talks that shit up like crazy. I enjoyed it a little bit, but
Yeah, they did that Top Gun house video together, right?
well, he even did
They
the
went to the final Pioneer Chicken. That was like
he one of his weird videos was the Vern house,
okay.
you know, what the fuck's his name?
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney, that's it. And he went to that house from the Ernest Saves Christmas or something like that, just before they like knocked it down.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "This is the end of an era. This Ernest's cast is gone." It's like, oh, it's an Ernest movie, so I mean, I don't think we're lost much. But he's
many morning people.
He's really into that stuff.
Okay.
So much so he goes to an Ernest house, you know. Yeah. I mean, at least this is cool because it does really look the same except for the addition, and the fact they let the pumpkin in there.
Especially cool that they actually say, "Hey, listen, really, if you're gonna do it right. Here's a trash can. Here's
and Tom Atkins is going to be there this weekend, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Was the doll in the movie? I mean, why else would that be there? It looks like it's got legs made of corn.
Corn? Yeah. The Indian corn?
Yeah.
Well, they should have a mannequin on the guy's stage go, yeah, or he's choking to the.
Choking him out.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, good seeing you, man.
Yeah. Nice talking to you. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. See, there you go. You never who you're going to find out here. People here for the same event, into the same kind of stuff. And my minimal knowledge about this stuff, even though I enjoy it, I was able to tell them about the barn house, which we're about to see. I've already spoiled it. So, again, if you guys aren't fans, you won't notice anyway. But I saw it immediately because I knew it's on this road. It's part of my list of what the guy sent me. And so I am going to show that now. Before my camera, my phone overheats again. Or runs out of battery again. And I'll come back here maybe tomorrow. I'll get some more pictures with the still camera, and I'm going to try a drone shot over this barn house you're going to see, because that's the famous shot in the movie where they're flying over it while the rednecks are partying. So I'm going to do a drone shot at Monroeville Mall if it works, and if that works great, then I'll bring the drone here tomorrow for the barn shot, or maybe Saturday. Friday's pretty full. But yeah, you drive through this neighborhood, it's like all the houses look pretty quaint and pretty basic, but that is the Creepshow house. So watch this. You turn left here, you go past the long gone airfield. Rest in peace. And look at that. Right when I round this corner just a little bit, there's the barn house. And all along this road was all the National Guard guys, the rednecks. They're all drinking Iron City beers and partying and shooting zombies and having a good old time. So since this is a road here, what I wanted to do was park up here. These roads are so skinny, there's no way to park anywhere around here. And all this stuff is still here. I heard some other stuff was different back here. If you watch the movie, there's either some hill gone here or trees gone or something. But since this is a proper road, well, I've already knocked that one down over there. I want to go up here, and yeah, there's really nowhere to park up here. This guy's got a circular driveway there. And then we go to the backside of the same housing development I drove through earlier. So yeah, it's all connected. Crazy. So in that case, I'm probably going to, where the hell am I going to park then? I'm going to go back through that road and see if there's one little spot where I can pull out. And then I'm going to toast, like the guys did in the movie, I'm going to toast to the house with an Iron City beer that I bought today. Just going to drink a little bit of it, put it back in the trunk area so I don't get an open container ticket driving with a beer in the car. I'm not going to drive enough to be drunk, obviously, but I want to taste it. I've never had an Iron City beer, and what better place to try one than right here with the place where they're having the best fun with it, killing zombies. Probably could stop here. It's in the street and I'm by a stop sign. I don't think anyone's gonna give a shit. So I'm gonna stop here just for a few minutes, crack open the beer, lot of fun. This is Logan's Ferry Road, and this cross street is Maple Crest, right where the Red Barn House is. I'm just gonna chill out here. I'm not blocking anyone's driveway. I'm not blocking the road. Off to the center. And I'm gonna crack open in full view of the red house where they're partying. I'm gonna crack open an Iron City beer. This is the Big Iron. It's a two beer can in one thing. Nice sound effect. Toast to the Dawn of the Dead barn house where they all did the militia redneck party. Not bad. It's a lager. It's one of those. I'm not a beer aficionado by any means, or even a super fan, but it's a little bit sweet. I could see how people could drink this going down pretty easy, and not bad. I don't know if I drink 5 or 6 of them or more like I did in the old days, high school and stuff. But this is a $2 can. So you spend way less than I did in high school for beer. For a couple of these cans, you're wasted. So yeah, Iron City beer. I was telling you guys earlier, can't remember if I finished the story, there's a very funny video on YouTube. Somebody took one of the old Iron City commercials, probably one of the ones George Romero actually worked on, because they used to do all those commercials and professional industrial films and stuff. Someone took the audio from the commercial, did a supercut of Dawn of the Dead with the zombies doing this and that, and the militia guys enjoying their beers, and put the music in the background from the thing with the guy talking out the slogan. It's pretty funny. It's easy to find on YouTube. But anyway, yeah. Iron City beer. There's some big old truck. Hope I'm not blocking his path. I hear some noise. Yeah, I'm drinking an Iron City beer in public. Hopefully the cop doesn't care. I'm not driving. Sheriff just drove by. But maybe Pittsburgh and the surrounding area is cool like that. We shall find out. This is technically still Monroeville, I think. I can't remember. Close enough to it anyway. All right, I've drunk about 40% of the beer. I don't want to waste it because it's pretty good actually. As far as beers go, again, I'm not a huge fan. So I'm going to put it in the back. So it's not technically an open container. Gotta love that gray area of the law. But I don't want to pour it out. Put it in my luggage here so it stands up, doesn't spill. Put my hat over it so it doesn't slosh about. There we go. Not drunk and not open container. So yeah, there we have it. The Dawn of the Dead party house for all the militia and rednecks. Now there's a hill up here, one of these side roads where they had the famous shot where the guys are shooting at the car and make it explode before the helicopter flies over. And the other guys are taking pot shots and go, I got him, I missed him. And I'm not sure exactly where that is. That's probably overgrown anyway, because again, that's a hell of a long time ago. with all the greenery here and the way the grasses grow, I'm sure that stuff got overgrown real fast if they didn't keep up with it. So I don't know if anyone's found those places at all, if they even exist. But the iconic red house is something cool. Let's get one more shot with my still camera, but I probably will come back later with the drone to do some shots of it. Get some shots of it on the road real quick, just so I have all the pictures I need for today anyway. It was a pretty fruitful day, I think, so far. I have to go get my hotel room and maybe have a nap or something. And then I can hit the Monroeville Mall for some pre-show fun. Just walk around, just get the experience of it in a normal day before it becomes full of crazy Romero superfans. It's cool, right? Right out of the movie.
Yeah.
Didn't change a bit.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, where's that barn when they were shooting?
Oh, you mean where the guys are on the road shooting? Be right back, guys. Which one are you talking about?
They're standing right in front of the barn and they start shooting. They're pouring the coffee and they're like, hey, there's a couple.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure this shit out, and like the scene where the guys are doing, I missed them, all that kind of stuff, or the car blows up and all that stuff. That's either long gone, developed, or nobody knows exactly where it is because it's. I think this hill, before this is all developed over here, this with the drop off here, I think this might have been where those guys were taking their shots.
Yeah, that could be, for sure.
Because there's supposed to be some kind of a sloping hill around here. And again, if you see, because not that they're lazy, but filmmakers are trying to be efficient, especially when you're low budget. So when I went to the cemetery, it's like the gravestone where the father's supposed to be. Now the tree's long gone. The tree's in shot.
Yeah.
And the gravestone that clearly marked it is easy to find right there. And then you look around a little bit. Well, where did Johnny get killed? But then you find the tall white one that she was hugging when he was being attacked. You turn around, and if you freeze frame the video, you can back it up. The guy's name is right there on the thing. So she's literally reacting to stuff right behind that tombstone.
Yeah.
So it's why not, right? They got, don't set up too many shots, be efficient. You're low budget, you gotta move.
One of our best buddies is thinking, Gracie stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know him.
No it's.
So he took me out there, obviously.
Oh, right?
And he was like, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. The only thing that's not obvious is where the jewel came from. Just walk around the back place and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that was but and the building looks the same. You can see where the church was. Some guys are saying where she did the thing where she hits the tree, the fake bit of the tree. Is actually not the road leading. That's a twisted kind of shady road. It's very dark.
Right.
She's on the street road. I think it's just further up the cemetery. And the way they shot it, you can't see the stones behind her. But she's just rolling down that hill.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Supposedly, I don't know. But a lot of stuff gets lost to time, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's one good thing about cemeteries.
Oh, yeah.
No one likes to fuck with the cemetery.
No, yeah. And it's funny, too, because there are a lot of cemeteries here. When I was going to, took a wrong turn, going somewhere looking for something else. And I was cemeteries everywhere. Some of those little parts of town. It's just like big cemetery.
Yeah.
But Evans City was really, really big.
Yeah,
much bigger than some of
It was bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, and they have room to expand if they wanted to.
Yeah, pretty cool.
The town itself is a tiny little thing. It's not. I just took a bunch of shots just so I can go watch the crazies and go, oh, okay, that's the building from that. Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I think a dude used to have a little museum there. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it was down there.
It was there before we went to the mall.
When Nick and I were there, we went into that thing.
Do you know Greg personally?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Through work or through?
Just like.
Nice. He seems like a cool guy. I'm glad he's here this weekend.
Yeah, he's
nice.
Howard's a good dude too. Howard Berger. I don't know if you know him.
No, I mean he never really talked to me, right?
But
And what happened to Kurtzman? He went digital?
Yeah, he sold out to them years ago, and then he moved to Minnesota.
I thought he went digital. I didn't make visual effects.
He still does make effects. Like he did Dr. Sleep.
Oh, he did? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he still does them.
Oh, cool.
Hey man, good talking to
Yeah,
you.
you too.
Take a
Thanks.
picture.
Yeah,
I'm
Andy.
Kurt, by the way.
Yeah, cool. Nice to meet you. See ya.
See you at the show. Andy, is that right?
Andy, yeah.
All right,
Good
good
luck.
Cool. Talk to those guys again. That's nice. Lots of camaraderie with the fans of this crap. So I think that's it. If I can get some drone shots, maybe Saturday, I'll come back. But otherwise, I kind of covered it. Get a couple more stills of this Creepshow house. Right now, I'm pretty knackered. I need to check into my hotel. And I can check in as of 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock now, so I can go do that. So I am going to... Nothing else to see except for the mall, and I'm not going to the mall yet. I got to get my hotel, which is about 10 miles away from the mall, just because it's the only thing I had a vacancy that was cheap and close enough to be workable. So now's my venture to go find my little hotel. It's like a 10-room hotel or something like that. More of a motel. But, and it's hopefully it's not a no-tell motel. So, anyway, I'm not sure who's here, whatever. I haven't seen any chats or whatever, but thanks for guys if you're coming in or watching the replay, making comments. I always appreciate it. I always look for the comments for some entertainment value and stuff like that. So I will see you either later today with some more stuff or tomorrow with the big show. All right, take it easy, everybody.